What up, everybody? Welcome, Slingers, episode 61.
What is up, everybody?
On a new date and time. Just kind of randomly changed it because we were getting busy on Sundays, so thought we'd see who would join us during the day. Right now, it looks like one person. Not very good.
Great idea, man.
Yeah. Well, it didn't help that the video was set to unlisted or some crap until like a half hour ago. I don't know why my YouTube does that.
That's not gonna work. Nobody's gonna know we're here.
Let's see if anyone joins us. But anyways, I'm Nathan, the Brick Slayer, with my co-host James, the Brick Junkie.
What up?
We are still sponsored by brickfreedom.com. If you need anyone to sync your Bricklink or Brickowl stores, go ahead and check that out. It works flawlessly. I've been using it for quite a few months now and have had no issues. And it's a 1% fee on the total sale for everyone that complains. So we have 50 caliber Brick is here. Welcome.
What's up? What's up?
If anyone else is joining us, say hi in the chat so we can say hello. If you see across the bottom, I have the previous month's winners that won prizes. In order to get your prize, we're switching it up. You got to place an order in my Bricklink store. Just go to brick-slayer.com, add a message to include your prize, and I'll throw that in there for you. So we have Secret Squirrel, Chris Wilson, Max Brick Shop, Brick Outside the Box, Brixico, and David West. So try to get an order in at least sometime this month. I don't want to get a pile of prizes like sitting there. Takes up space. So Danny's here from Rocky's Guy Brick Store. Alan Anderson's here. Hello. Brixico. Hello. Thank you all for joining. We switched it up to a weekday because the weekends are just like getting busy with family time and stuff. Plus my in-laws moved in my backyard. So they now live in a tiny house behind my house.
That was going to be the new brick store, man. You moved them into the tiny house, huh?
So my weekends are busy now. So I'm trying to do this during the week when I'm not busy doing family stuff. Because everyone's gone, so I have the house to myself. So
nice.
Figure we set it up for kind of lunchtime if people are working. And people can watch or whatever. And right now, I think it's evening time overseas. So if there's any overseas people, they can come watch.
They might actually still be awake.
Yeah, they might be awake. Because there were no one was like seeing our stuff really last time because it was so late. So,
yeah. How's your family doing for sales over the last week or two?
Let me pull up my Brick Freedom here and we'll take a look. This month has actually been good, but last weekend I had a sale going on.
Oh, yeah?
Because I needed some money.
We all need some of that.
Last month sucked so bad that I was running out of money and I'm still trying to buy Lego. So I had a sale and I got like 20 orders, which helped. Let me share where we're at.
We did all right last month. We were down a little bit, but it wasn't terrible.
So this is just this month. I'm at $378 so far, which ain't great, but as you see, it's up 153%.
Yeah, that's true.
From that point last month. I'm at 15 sales, $25 average sale, which is good. 3 sales per day. Now, if we go check out last month, you can see how terrible last month was. Oops, wrong one. There we go.
Ooh.
So my current lot count is 8,700. Item count is 246,000 with an inventory value of $40,000. So April, I only got 73 orders, which was like half of what it was the month before that.
Wow.
So I don't know what was going on. Like, I didn't run any sales, but everything was just my standard 6-month pricing. So I don't know why I wasn't getting any sales. But I sold 9,000 items. Average sale was 22, which is decent. Sales per day was like 2.4. So it was mainly like 1 or 2 sales each day during the week. And then the weekend I'd get a few more.
Mhm.
But yeah, like it sucked. So
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty low.
yeah, I don't know what the deal was, but 46 orders on Bricklink, 27 on Brickowl. So Brickowl like tanked. Like usually they're kind of half and half, but
Yeah, ours actually, I was surprised. I'm looking at mine right now, and our Brick Owl orders dropped compared to the Brick Link orders last month too. Those usually we're about 25% on Brick Owl, and we were probably down. Doesn't give me a percentage, but it's probably closer to like 15-20%.
dang.
But I'll tell you mine if you want to see ours. Ours was all right for last month. I can't complain. I wish we'd done a little bit more, but we're kind of on schedule right now for. I'd like to get if we could get our sales up between like 8 and 10 grand a month, I'd feel really good because we could like legit claim it as a full-time business that would be supporting everything. I wouldn't have to worry about our workshop having to make much money every month and stuff like that. But right now, it's still not quite like feasible to 100% rely on the brick stuff yet, but it's getting closer. I would say probably the next few months, maybe in the 6 months or so, we should probably be about able to make it legit full time. So we did 6,500 last month, and 1,800 of that's shipping, obviously, but that number is a little bit skewed. It's probably more like 1,500 because there's a percentage of that goes into our supplies and stuff like that. But and like I said, our Brick Owl sales was only
Yours were
like 25%, not even 25. It's more like 20%. So I don't know what happened with Brick Owl. Brick Owl seemed to slow down for us at least. Our new and used obviously is skewed because we're probably about 85% new or used parts anyway. But dark blue gray, light blue gray, black, white, same old culprits that are high sellers.
See, now you can see between my store and your store. So probably I would say 80% of my store is new and the rest is used, whereas yours is the opposite.
Right.
And you can see you got way more sales for used than new, and mine was the opposite of that.
Yeah.
So definitely used is the way to go in the Lego game.
I
get way more orders.
A couple of the things that I said from the very beginning that I know even when I was just like a guest on here for the first time was one of the big things I saw that was a problem would be the competition between all the new sellers going to the stores and buying all the same kits.
Yep.
Everybody's stuck with, I don't know how many kids Lego's putting out every year, but say there's 100 kits on the shelf each season.
Mm-hmm.
You got how many thousands of sellers that are going out and buying the same 100 kits and competing with those same parts. That was one of the big things that I saw that would be a downfall to doing a lot of new stuff was just the competition to try to get the deals on the kits. And let me go back to so far in May and competing with the same parts, the same season, all year round. It's not like you can really go get a lot of different stuff that everybody else can't go get. So the used is, I think, really been the way to go, just because there's such a huge variety of parts out there that, we ran across a couple of things. We were doing some sorting the other day, and we came across, it just got packed and shipped today. I wish I could show it to you. It was one of those little plant parts where it's got one stem in the middle, then it comes up to 4 stems.
Yep.
And it was blue. It only came in one kit. Back in the mid 80s, it went to some big wooden ship looking thing. There was only 2 of them. It's the only kit it came in. That one stupid part was like $20. It's like I need to find like a whole bag of those just laying around somewhere,
Yeah.
But that was the big thing with the used stuff is I'm glad we stuck with the used, and don't get me wrong, we do buy some new stuff and put it in inventory, but I really, really just stick with the used because it's more cost effective to buy it. You got a much, much, much wider variety of parts, and you come across those rare pieces that are 10, 20, 30, 60, 80, or $100 for one part. And I'm not out there trying to gouge anybody on the parts pricing. I'm just going by 6-month average. So, if a part comes up and it's $80, I feel a little guilty selling one stupid Lego part for $80. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I mean, I buy Legos on Bricklink and Brick Owl, and this is a part that I'm personally hunting for right now. It's a 1x11 beam, it's a Technic beam, and I want some black ones, but they're ultra rare. It only came in one kit, and for me to buy this one part in black, they're like $20 to $30 each. And right now, there's none available in the U.S. anywhere. There's a couple overseas, but the shipping is just going to be more than the stupid part is, really. So, I've got David.
Print your own on your 3D printer there. Print a couple out.
I could, but I want the real Lego ones too if I can get them at a decent price. But David sent me some yellow ones, and I bought these on Bricklink. These are blue ones. I bought 4 of them in blue, and these are only 5 cents a piece. It's a typical 5-10 cent part, but the black ones are just crazy rare, and they're like $20-$30 a piece. And
send them over here. I'll spray paint them for you. Send them back.
Now I've been seriously thinking about taking these 4 and going and doing the rid dye thing. All you gotta do is heat up some water and dunk them in rid dye, and they'll turn almost black.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to have the real ones, but I'm not that OCD. But
not good.
Yeah, but our sales for this month are kind of on par with what we did last month already. So we're close to $1,000, and today's only the 5th. We're only halfway through the day, so I expect we'll still get a few more orders today. And if we can stay on track to be doing between $5,000 and $7,000 a month right now, we're doing pretty good. And if we can keep it kind of consistent is the thing I'm kind of curious about, because things picked up this year, starting in January, February, everybody did really good.
Oh yeah.
March dropped off.
Yeah.
March was okay. It dropped off a little bit, and April dropped off a little bit. But I've been trying to, keep our part count up. We've split the house in 2.
Yeah.
Now this room is nothing but inventory and packing, and the front half of the front living room is all the sorting and washing and all that stuff's being done up there. So it's kind of nice. The house is in set. We've got more room to work. We're not climbing over each other doing the same crap every day. On if you're trying to organize and put stuff away and somebody else trying to pick parts, you're like working on top of each other. That was kind of a pain.
And the nicest thing is we don't have to tear the tables down anymore.
Yeah, it's really nice that we don't have to try using one giant table for 4 different things. So we've got the 2 big, the big 16-foot tables up front that we're doing the sorting on, and we're in the process. I got to find a couple more file cabinets that match the ones we've got, so we can put the desk back up back here. We've got 2 more doors that we're going to build this desk back up to what it was, so there'll still be one back here to work on. But that's helped a lot. It's kind of broken it up to where it's before we'd actually it was a little discouraging every day to get up and try to start sorting stuff, because you knew you were going to be in the person's way that's got to be picking orders and packing stuff. So the people that were sorting would just kind of like wait for the person who's picking and packing stuff, or you go back and forth, and it really was like working on top of each other all the time. So this is a much nicer setup. It's actually quite a bit better than I expected it to be as far as working separately at opposite ends of the house. It's actually pretty nice.
We definitely are getting more product.
Yeah, we're definitely getting more done than we were before. So, giving yourself a little extra room is definitely worth thinking about, because it as far as us, it's helped.
Yeah. Do you have the part number for that Technic beam? Danny was wondering.
Give me a second. Let me look it up. It's under Technical Link. Yeah, it's under Technical Links, and it's a 1x11. The part number is 6247. And it comes in black, blue, and yellow only. And there's like no black ones for sale in the U.S. I haven't looked at it in a couple of days. Let me filter it out and see if there's any black ones right now, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I got some blue ones in the last haul.
Right.
So I've been washing for the last day. I have like 150, 200 pounds of bulk that I finally was able to get at a decent price.
Nice.
So went through them all, found one poly bag that was sealed. It was just a Harry Potter one, and then a couple sealed sets. One was like 10 years old.
Oh, yeah.
It was like one of those dumb kind of little 3-in-1 sets or something, but it was sealed, so it's actually worth like $30.
Oh, wow.
And then I got some brand new Star Wars, the little Millennium Falcon, like the midget size one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a brand new one of those in there, and that just came out this year.
Nice.
So that was cool. But yeah, so my washing, I originally started doing in the wash machine. And then I was like, well, I'm going to go to the bathtub because I can wash more at a time. But that wasn't really getting it clean.
Yeah.
So I'm back to, I have a front load washer and dryer. So what I do is I started with one mesh washing bag. You can get it like Target. It's like a fine mesh so the little pieces don't fall out.
Yeah.
I would load that up, and then I'd put it in like a netted washing bag as like a backup. You got to double bag it.
Yeah.
And then somehow the zipper on the inside bag started like working itself open, and then I'd have like parts going around in the washer. So I was like, oh, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to get a safety pin, and I'm going to pin it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and then the seams busted open the next time.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang it. So I got 2 mesh bags, split the amount between the 2, and I've had no issues now. So I take the 2 mesh bags and put it in the one bigger bag, and I put it in there with regular washer soap or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I run it on like a normal cycle, but I do an extra rinse and an extra spin, and I spin it on high, because by the time it gets done in there, all it's doing, it's not like when it's spinning, it's just, it's not really moving. It's just spinning fast. Mm-hmm. So it actually gets them quite dry, and then I lay them out on a 2x8 foot table, folding table, or 3x8 foot. Put a box fan at one end, and within 2 hours, they'll be totally dry.
Yeah.
So I can just crank through a whole bunch of Lego while I'm washing them, and they actually look really shiny, like better than what I was doing in the tub before.
Instead of using laundry soap, use a little bit of Dawn. It works great. Stripped all the oils and everything right off of them. We've been using Dawn in ours since we started, and it works great.
Definitely need a top loader. Right?
Yeah, ours is we got lucky. Evelyn had before we got married, she had a top load. Her father was like appliance repair guy.
Oh,
so
yep.
She had like an industrial top loading. What's the brand? What is it? Speed Queen washing machine, which is like wicked crazy industrial thing. And we can put like how many pounds do you think you put in there at a time when you're doing it usually?
Probably about 30 or 40.
He says he puts about 30 to 40 pounds of bricks in the washing machine at one time. But
yeah, about 20, because my front load, like, it's not huge or anything. But
yeah, with ours, we actually went down to Walmart and bought some heavy duty polyester pillowcases.
Yep.
And put them in there because, like you said, you don't want the seams ripping out. So the mesh bags, I didn't see those were going to last very long getting tossed around in a washing machine. So we just went straight to like big heavy duty pillowcases put all the parts in there and then actually zip tie them. Take a thing and just zip tie the top of it closed. And they put like 4 big bags in the washing machine at once. And ours is cool. It just does, it sits there and just does this.
Yep.
So we put it on like a gentle cycle so they're not getting tossed around too much. And then it goes into the spin cycle to dry it, and then another rinse cycle and spins. And then we just dump them on the porch because we got a huge back porch that we're in Florida. It's always hot and dry out there,
We've actually tested it to the point where we can put the decorated parts through the washing machine without messing them up.
Yeah, you can put most of the decorated stuff, whether it's got stickers or printed, and it really doesn't do any damage to them. I mean, we've done a couple of sample. If you get the really old ones that have the little, they're like crappy paper stickers. You got to be careful.
Usually those are scraped off halfway anyway. So
yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, I put the sticker ones through, and they're great.
Yeah. So I haven't any problem with that either.
Yeah, I know with the front load washers, you're supposed to use different bubbles or different soaps that don't suds up so much.
Yeah.
The regular soap I have, it's just like free and clear stuff you get from Target or whatever. I put it in there because the front is glass so you can see it. And I never realized how bubbly it gets in there. But like 2/3 of the thing is filled with bubbles, and the front load, all it does is it goes back and forth like this, just rotating them, and they just roll in the soap. And I was like, holy crap. I thought I put too much in there. I thought it was going to like overflow, but after the rinse and everything, it's totally gone. And I was like, holy cow.
Let it go.
So it's definitely, it's working great, especially since I got it down so I can crank through a ton of it fast. And then I bring it out to the shed and store it. So
yeah, we're about to start doing some more washing cycles ourselves. Evelyn's been sorting. She's been doing the color sorting for the last 2 weeks, and she's gone through, I think, 4.5 totes, which is probably close to 150, 200 pounds that she's color sorted. And we had probably another 50 pounds of stuff laying around from before Robert left that he had color sorted. My dad just brought about 100 pounds back yesterday that he's been sorting. So right now we probably got like maybe 300 pounds, 350 pounds of stuff to break down and put into inventory that's like ready to go.
Yeah. Now I know before a while back you said you were going to try to put in like 100 pounds a month. Do you think you're getting close to that or reaching that or?
Honestly, I don't know. I could go back and look at all the uploads that we've done in the last month and try to. The problem is I can't. There's nothing that gives you the numbers on what weight you're doing unless you weigh it as you're going to keep track.
Yeah.
It's just, unfortunately, Bricklink doesn't give you the weight of all the parts as you're uploading them into inventory.
Brickstore does. Huh? Brickstore does.
Does it?
Yeah. But no, if you had like a whole tote of black and you're doing that, you'd be able to guess like a tote is usually 40 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, right now, I'm going to guess in the last month we've done a huge tote of blue, a huge tote of red. We did dark blue gray. Did a bunch of small colors, like all the small blues and all the small greens. We did a large green because, when you're sorting by color, if you put we usually put all of our greens in one tote. So you'll have regular green, which is 90% of what's in there, and then you've got all the little colors. And we save the small colors. We don't do them as often as we'll do the large colors. We'll put, if we wash, say, 30 or 40 pounds of greens, we'll do just the primary green and put that into inventory and then save all the other ones for like the next cycle because it's almost not worth putting.
Because you don't have as many.
Yeah, it's not worth putting 3 of each part in. The time you're going to take to do the inventory, it's just too many pieces to try to do onesie twosies. It's like breaking down one kit and putting it into inventory takes as much time as breaking down 10 kits and putting it into inventory. It's just a time killer doing it once. So,
medium flat rate box is usually our cutoff.
Yeah, well, we'll fill up like a medium flat rate box, and if it's not totally full, we'll do it. But we like to get like something about that much volume of a particular color before we do it.
Color group.
Yeah. So I would say we've probably done over 100 pounds in the last month. Yeah, because the gray, blue, red. I'm doing yellow right now.
We've done like 200 pounds in the last month.
You think 200?
Yeah, because we did black and light blue gray too. In the last 30 days.
Dang.
Done all the primary colors.
Well, we haven't done white.
Yes, we did.
But that was,
You and I did. The only things that are left out front are window frames.
yeah,
and
but
miscellaneous.
is that more than a month ago, or is that?
No, that's like 2 weeks ago. That was right after we
Well,
moved.
he's guessing we did like 200 pounds, which I don't know. I'd have to look at the sales because the weird thing is it seems like right now we're selling as much as we're putting in. Like our number has stayed like right around 220,000 parts for over a month. Right now we got it up to like 232,000 parts the other day.
Yep.
And now it's dropped back down to 227, but we haven't put anything in a few days either. Yeah, we've been a little busy doing some other stuff. My dad came over yesterday and was hanging out, so we didn't do a lot.
Gramps did 100 pounds.
Yeah, well, no, I told him, yeah, he sorted out 100 pounds of color stuff. But it's been kind of interesting. It seems like right now we're kind of at a point where as much stuff as we can put in, we're selling it about the same speed, which is good. But we'd like to still be able to grow the store a little bit more and keep the sales up too.
Mm-hmm.
So we either have to figure out how to put more in faster, and I'm hoping it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love for it to sell faster too. But I almost don't want it to because I want it to sort of build up at the same time.
Yep.
It's kind of a catch-22. It's like you're trying to keep a nice happy medium, but you still want to grow, which means you need to put more in, which means you need to sell more, but you're kind of chasing your tail at a certain point too.
Yeah, it all depends if you need the money to pay bills or you don't need the money.
Yeah, exactly. And we're trying to rely more and more on the bricks to be almost a full-time business. So we do need the money sometimes for certain things, but
We definitely spend more time here than at the office.
yeah, we spend more time working on the brick store than we do at our regular business office. But everything kind of slowed down with our fabrication.
Yep.
Everything's slower, so it was perfect timing. I'll tell you what, the whole COVID thing, when that happened, we had just opened the store in December, and then all this happened, and we got lucky. It really kind of saved our ass when this whole COVID thing happened this year.
Yep. If it wasn't for the Legos, we wouldn't have a house or a company.
Well, I don't know. We'd still have the house, but I don't know if the company would still.
You'd be building cardboard boxes for homeless people.
I'll tell you what, we should do that and ship them to California. They could use them, man. They're everywhere.
Well, I've been trying to grow the store, but it seems like even though I'm not working a job anymore, I seem to have less time now. I think my wife just keeps giving me more crap to do.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing all that.
I need to get a second one that will do the house stuff, so I don't have to. That's what I need.
I always said if I had 2 clones, I'd be able to get everything done.
Yep.
No, you would just procrastinate 3 times as much.
Maybe. The other 2 would be picking up my slack.
So I hired another person to help with the Lego store. So I have 2 people sorting. I have 2 people creating files for each category. So I should be able to upload probably 80 to 100 pounds a month now.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So I'm definitely going to increase the size of the store drastically. But I'm just leaving, like, I pick orders, I source stuff, I part out the sets that I find that are partially assembled, and then they just do all the random, pieces that I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to work good.
The way we've started to delegate, this was Alex's idea, actually.
And I love the way it's happening.
We were trying to figure out, when we started talking about splitting up the 2 rooms and using this just for inventory and packing, and then the other side of the house for the sorting. Alex kind of took it upon himself to just he decided he wanted to be the one that picked and packed all the orders every day.
Because I don't personally like sorting.
And I don't like packing. I don't like picking orders. So I personally would prefer to sit there and sort stuff all day, or look for deals and try to find stuff on sale. But as far as all the labor and the time goes, I personally enjoy sorting parts more than anything. I hate picking the parts. I don't really like inventorying them all that much.
Jessica loves inventory.
Yeah, Jessica loves the inventorying side.
Evelyn, the kick off of this.
Evelyn seems to like the color sorting the most.
Mm-hmm.
I like taking 100 pounds of black and breaking it down into categories and sorting it that way. That's the kind of stuff I like doing. So it wound up being almost perfect between the four of us. Everybody's working a little part of the job they like. And
good.
Yeah.
And now everybody's out of each other's way.
Yeah.
There's nobody has to stop and do anything. It's not three of us have to work on orders until they're done.
Yeah.
Just so that James can pack them and then we switch over to everything else.
Yeah.
So much more streamlined.
Yeah. It's definitely more people, more room makes it more efficient. Let me tell you, it really did. It helped a lot. So.
So I should have my new secret door, the third and final door for the office. In 2 weeks, I think. My brother's coming to put it in. It's going to be like French doors. It's going to be almost like two bookcases, but we're making them like so you can hang coats and backpacks and have like a couple drawers to put kids' gloves in and stuff because their crap always ends up everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's going to open outward like doors, but you won't be able to tell that they're doors because they're built into the wall. So that should be sweet. It was like $300 just for the hinges to make it do that.
Damn. Where are the doors going?
They're going on this big opening to the room because I don't have a door.
Oh, okay. You're gonna close that off with a double door.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's kind of a mess because my in-laws moved in recently.
Well, that's pretty good. But even that's gonna get filled up. What are you gonna do after that?
Oh, it will never fill up. I'll just put it on a sale and empty it out.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna really try to just keep everything as condensed as you can in that room.
Yep. If I need to, I can always consolidate the new instead of having only 2 lots in each drawer. I could consolidate those drastically, but I have like over 1,000 drawers open now for use after I added in the one over the closet doors.
Mm-hmm.
So
have we
half the room is dedicated to use and half is
the red that we just put in the bricks.
Oh yeah, I've got 30 lots of blue in this list.
Grab me the red drawer for bricks. 1x and 2x.
That one was empty.
What?
Yeah, one guy bought like all of it.
Oh, damn.
We used to have 2 full drawers of 1x. This is all that's left.
Huh. This is the kind of volume that we wind up putting in. Just doing one batch.
Yeah, you get a huge.
That's just like 1x2. Yeah. So this is the 1x6. And Alex said we sold a whole bunch, but still,
one by bricks was 2 drawers.
It takes up a lot of room.
Yep.
I could never deal with those little drawers. It just wouldn't work for us.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get you're getting huge quantities of stuff, whereas I'm trying to get huge variety of stuff. And then instead of listing everything I have right now, I'm just doing one category at a time. So, by the time I come around to do, say, minifig parts again in 6 months or a year, I'll probably have sold the ones I have. So it's just kind of restocking myself.
Right.
So
that's kind of what we're doing. We cycle through. By the time, right now, we're about to wash and probably start sorting another, say, 50 pounds or 75 pounds of black parts. And I know the caddies back there are starting to dwindle on black stuff right now. So it's a cycle for us too. As things sell out, we get around to start the next cycle of colors and start filling them back up. But we're trying to keep it so that we're trying to keep ahead of it so that we're not really, the parts aren't dwindling by the time we get to the next batch. But it's kind of tough. If you didn't need the money, it'd be easy. Just jack your prices up and don't care if anything sells.
Or close the store.
Close the store. No, I'd leave the store open, just raise the prices and let people buy it at high prices. Then you wouldn't care that you're selling a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But kind of relying on the money is a little bit different story. You actually have to keep your prices to a point to where you're making money and you're not just giving everything away, but you're still bringing in sales because you got competition. If we could go 6 months to a year right now, not caring if we did any sales, that'd be awesome. We could get to 1 million parts easy. I just raise the prices up to like double current average, and as stuff sells, not mind that it's selling because you're making so much money on it, but drastically slow the sales down to build the inventory. Yeah, you'd be up there sorting all day because you wouldn't be doing any sales. So,
Yeah. Mainly, I'm just trying to build up my supply of used because, like, I've been trying to buy some on Goodwill, but I think I bid on 20 auctions 2 weeks ago, and I won 4. Big at all. But the ones I did win had a ton of minifigs hidden in the bottom, which no one knew about.
Oh, that's nice.
So I have like probably 200 minifigures I need to try to list this month that are complete, and then I have probably the same amount that are half complete. And I have my one filer doing all minifig parts and accessories, so that's going to add like thousands of lots.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'll bet you we got 1,000 unbuilt minifigs.
Yeah, we probably do. Alex says we probably have about 1,000 unbuilt minifigures right now. We've just got boxes and boxes of stuff and parts, and it's just that alone is like a full-time job to sit down and do minifigure stuff. It really is.
Yeah. Well, some of the rare ones that I've seen, I looked up, they're like $20, $30. I found a Boba Fett in one of them, and I was like, sweet, this is going to be so much money when I get these listed. But it's like such a pain, so it's like I'll do it once every 6 months or something. Yeah. Wait till there's a bunch to make it worthwhile. So there's so many accessories, like crazy. Got every weapon you can imagine.
The good thing is 95% of the weapons can just get put in inventory.
Yep. So I got in my filer actually. She has all the hands, arms, legs, and all the accessories, and I kept the torsos. Oh yeah, and she has heads, if I didn't say that. But she's gonna file all of them, so I'm gonna put them in the store, so when I go to complete the ones that are only partially completed, if I need parts, I can just search my store and see if I have them, and if I don't, then I will just part it out.
Yeah.
So rather than digging through a bin of, say, legs or arms or stuff to try to find the pieces, it will already be in my inventory and make it much easier to put them together if I have the parts. So that's how I'm doing that right now. But yeah.
Oh man.
I can't believe we only have 9 people here. Jeez.
Everybody's probably working or sleeping. Well, I think a lot of the people we deal with mostly are kind of nocturnal.
I think so. I did find this Vikings. It's like these mini Legos it's made out of or something. They're not Lego, but knockout ones. It's like a Viking.
Nano bricks?
Yeah. If anybody wants this, place an order and say you want the Viking head, and I'll throw it in there for free. I think the Vikings suck, and I live in Minnesota, so.
We got a whole bag of nano bricks that we found. I don't know what to do with them. Probably just throw them back up on eBay or Facebook and sell them off to somebody.
I started taking out all the Hot Wheels I find, put them in a bag, and I put them on Facebook, and I sold a bag and a half of Hot Wheels for like $10. And then I sold all the fake bricks. I sold those 20 pounds for $50. And I was like, man, maybe I should take the connects out, sell those. I'm like, all the stuff you get mixed with Lego, you can pretty much sell, and you might actually make enough to get the Lego for free then.
Oh yeah, no, we've got. I bet you we've got 200 pounds of miscellaneous brands of stuff that we've picked out since we started, and we've got to sit down, probably take like a whole weekend, and we still have to like go through it again because when we started, we know for a fact we put a whole bunch of Legos in there that we didn't think were Legos in the very beginning. We didn't know any better. So we've got to go through all of it again just to double check and pull out the stuff that is Lego. And then I'm going to put aside and keep some of the off-brand bricks that are different, cool designs or different and cool colors, stuff that I want to keep for my personal use for when I'm building stuff. But we're probably going to have at least 200 pounds of generic brand bricks that, throw them back up on eBay or
Facebook. Even on Facebook, people buy that crap like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the majority of it's probably going to be like Mega Blocks. There's a lot of Mega Blocks, kits out there. So the majority of it is probably that. But Robert started keeping track last month when he was going through. There was a couple of toasts that had a lot of generic stuff. And he has a list of all the generic brands that he found. How many was he up to?
23 individual brands.
23 generic brands of bricks that he found.
That's crazy.
He's keeping an actual list of all the generic brands. He's up to 23 right now. So there's a lot of them out there making this stuff, man.
Yeah. Some of them I found that were like so good, they were identical to Lego. They just had the little Lego on the stud. And I was like, dang. Like,
Kobe's one of them.
If it gets through the regular sorter, gets through the filer person, and then gets to me to quality check it before I put it on the wall, like, it's high quality if it gets that far and the color's that good. And I'll be like, damn, I caught this.
Kobe is one of the best brands for making like identical colors and getting the molds to look almost exactly the same. They've got really, really good fake Lego looking bricks.
And if you're not careful, their logo looks the same.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention, you can skip over the Kobe logo real easily thinking it says Lego because they're so close. The Mega Blocks, I think, are probably the best fitting, and they got some really awesome colors I wish Lego had. They've got like a metallic gunmetal gray. They've got a metallic purple. They got some really, really nice colors, and their fit, the actual brick quality is right up there with Lego. The quality's great, but their colors don't match at all for Lego, so they're easy to tell apart. Plus,
you can always see the grays because they stand out crazy.
They've got a lot of good camouflage in them too, because they do a lot of military and tank vehicles and stuff like that. So they've got a lot of nice, like hunter greens and military greens that Lego doesn't make. But yeah, the Kobe ones are the ones you got to look out for. Those are the ones that are really hard to catch sometimes.
Yep. So, I know I was watching Ralph and Pop's last premiere at 10 o'clock when they had it. And somebody on there was saying like their quality is too picky to hire people to do it. And I was like, I don't think you understand. I did only new. So I'm going off what looks new. So my quality is like really good. Like if there's too many scratches, I just throw it because I got better ones to do. But by the way I have it now, it gets down to where I'm the last person to quality check it and put it in the wall. So if it gets to me, chances are I've had like a whole ice cream bucket I'll take out of what the filers do, and I'll be like, I tossed all these because I didn't like the quality. And it's
I know a lot of these guys, most of the people that we know and deal with are, most of the people like right now in the chat are watching the video are sellers.
Yep.
We don't have a lot of customers that come on and follow us so much as the sellers that are, like trying to pick up information or tricks or everybody shares. It's kind of cool. But most of these guys that are just straight up sellers that don't actually work with Lego and build stuff, I think, don't get me wrong, I know you deal with mostly new bricks, and you're probably more picky about your used bricks than you need to be.
Probably, yeah. I'd agree with that.
Right. A lot of these guys that are on here are looking at, well, you know, if it's not as good a quality as a new brick, then I'm not going to sell it. Well, that's silly, really. I mean, I build stuff. I buy bricks. I buy from a lot of the people on Bricklink. I've probably here. Let me go look and see how many orders I have placed with Bricklink in the last year and a half. Because a year and a half ago, I didn't know Bricklink existed. So right now, actually, I probably can't go back far enough because it purges them. You know, I won't be able to see how many orders I've got total. But
I think it still gives you the total.
Does it?
I think so.
No, it's only going back to November 8th of 2020 is all I can see in orders. But I bet you I've placed 50 orders per page. Yeah, I can't go back any further than that. I bet you I've placed 200-300 orders on Bricklink since I started. And I was strictly a buyer for the first 3 to 4 months before we actually set up the store. So I was going on buying stuff from all over the world because I bought up certain parts that I needed huge quantities of that were kind of rare parts. And I bought like hundreds and hundreds of parts from other countries of certain pieces. And I'm not like super crazy OCD. I'm not buying parts to resell them as kits mostly. I mean, I do have a couple of our custom build things that are on there, and those are all new parts. But as a builder and somebody that buys all, I mean, I bet you I've got a couple 100 pounds of Legos over here of shit that I've just personally bought for my personal use. And I couldn't care less. Unless the part has been run over, stepped on, broken in half, it's got a corner missing. The people that are building stuff and buying used parts don't care. They really don't.
Yeah.
Because if they really cared, they wouldn't be buying used parts.
Yeah, they'd buy new parts.
If I need pristine shit,
Yeah.
like if I know I'm going to build a section of a model that I want perfectly clean white tiles, I'm not going to go buy used tiles for that.
No, you can buy new
I'm
tiles.
gonna buy brand new white tiles, and I'm gonna probably pick through, and there'll probably be a couple that will be more scratched up than I want them to be because that's the way they come. You can't buy a non-scratched Lego. It's impossible. Every single brick is scratched right at the factory because they're in a 200-pound tote mixed together to start with. You take it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful. Everyone's got a doctor's appointment, so she's on her way out. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Nobody's seen you in a while. She's been
Good
hiding.
luck.
She's been hiding.
I'm just sorting, and I have to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys later. Have fun.
See ya.
Bye-bye. But yeah, I mean, anybody that's buying used bricks is not going to be crazy anal about the quality. Granted, I don't send ones out that looks like the dog chewed on them. Those we pick out.
I've seen some in this last lot that, like, I don't know how the kids chewed on them so much. You barely could tell it was a brick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like,
it's usually dogs that do that. It's not kids. Kids' teeth aren't going to
my dog likes to do that. When I get new boxes of Lego, he'll go in and try to grab some, and I'm like, give me those.
That's usually dogs that are chewing them up like that, not kids. I mean, kids will have little dent marks where the kids are picking them apart with their teeth or something. But the ones that are really chewed up I don't know how the hell, but we've been finding a lot of bricks that look like somebody took some sandpaper to them and just sanded the damn tops of the studs down.
Oh, I've had some of those. I don't know if they're like...
It's like skid mark Legos. It's like,
they're like
this?
Scratched really bad. Like it was just rubbed down the road or something.
So, I mean, the people that are being that crazy OCD and you're picking out all these Legos, I mean, I understand the whole, I want them to be really good quality.
But if the finish is worn off where it's dull rather than somewhat shiny, then I take it out.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they have like that sheen to it? And then some of the old ones are just so scratched, it's just like they're matte black almost instead of like gloss black.
Think about it. If anybody's doing rock work, or landscaping.
Yeah, if you're doing
They want that variation.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, like, one of the things that I'm looking forward to going through all these fake Legos that I've got, all the fake brands, I am dying to pull out all the light blue-gray plates because I'm going to use every single one of them on my falling water model because I want the color variation. I don't want just old light gray and new light blue-gray. I want 50 different shades of light blue-gray in this model.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's one of the crazy things that I've been buying generic brick or generic plates to build this model because I need the color variation and Lego doesn't have enough. So when we find all kinds of faded light blue gray, I keep all that crap because that's perfect. The more colors, the more yellowed, the more faded. That's great for what I'm doing. But, you know, anybody that's that anal about their build, they're not buying used parts. So, and the thing that I see it as a negative thing for the people that are picking out a lot of bricks, because unless you're taking them and putting them in a big bag and selling them as bulk crap bricks still, if you're picking them out and throwing them away or not using them for something, those are bricks that could be used instead of the good ones. Because if you're building something up and you've got a whole bunch of this big, you know, you got to build something up, that's all filler bricks.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's no point in pulling them all out and not ever selling them. Because
So I just put them with all the fake Lego and sell it.
well, yeah, I mean, you could do that too. I personally, I'm
getting money for it in the end. So
if anybody on here that's watching knows the name, there's a company out there that buys legit Lego bricks and they remelt them and they make their own parts out of them. They've got their own molds. I can't remember the name of the company, but I know there's a company that has some custom molds and they're making them with legit Lego parts to make 100% color matched parts. If anybody knows the name of that company, put it in the chat box because I've been saving all of our broken or really chewed up or really crappy Legos that I wouldn't be happy if someone sold them to me. Those, you know, that's my determining factor whether they go in the store or not. If they're chewed up to the point where, yeah, I'd be pissed if I got this brick, that doesn't go in the store. But if it's like, yeah, it's got some scratches, but what do I care? I'd use that. It goes in the store. You know, I'm using my own personal judgment on what I would be irritated with if I got it as determining whether it goes in the store or not. And the kids in Evelyn,
We're more anal than he is.
they take stuff out, and I'm like, why are you picking this stuff out? I would use that in my build. Put it back in. You know, it's like, if it's chewed up and it's really bad, no, I agree, take them out. But there's a lot of stuff that, unless it's a tile or it's going on a giant flat panel of one color,
yeah,
you're never going to know it anyway. You know, it's all mixed up, or flip it around. If one side's, you know, got a little ding in it and the other side's perfect, flip the brick around. You're not going to see it from both sides anyway. You know, so
somebody should come up with a good idea for that, because you know, like people that get a bunch of broken crayons, you melt them down and make new crayons.
yeah, there's a company doing it already. But I just don't know who it is. I've got to look it up and try to find it because I've been saving all of the broken, ground up, dog chewed, everything that's a legit Lego, I've been saving separate from all the fakes.
Yeah.
Because I know there's somebody out there that's buying them, and I want to find out who it is and probably take all the legit Legos and sell them to them so that they can use them to produce new parts in legit Lego colors. But I've got to find out who it is. I can't remember who the hell it is anymore. It's so long since I saw it. It's been like a year ago since I heard about the company. But they're making like the little figure accessories, or they're making custom.
I know there's that Clone Trooper or X39 Clone Trooper on YouTube. He makes his own accessories in his garage. He's got all the machines. I don't know if he melts a new Lego or he melts like just plastic pieces. I think it's Lego. And he makes weapons and all kinds of stuff.
That might be who it is. I mean, I know there was someone, and if he's got a mold injection machine, I really want to get.
Oh yeah, he's got a whole bunch of them in his house.
I want to make a couple of custom parts, so maybe I'll work some kind of deal and I'll just give him a bunch of Lego.
His mom does all the shipping. It's quite funny.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the name? What's the name?
I'm gonna look it up. X39 Clone Trooper on YouTube. He makes all kinds of Clone Trooper stuff. I think he's got his own website or something too.
Okay, yeah, he's got a YouTube channel too. So
But yeah, he's got like all the machines in his garage and in his house and a bunch of stuff. That might be the one you're talking about. It's the only one I've known of. But all right, we got 5 minutes left. Let's give away a Super Mario poly bag because I have a whole bunch of them left. It's the only poly bags I got left.
Huh.
If anyone's interested in it, type Mario in the chat.
I'm not going to enter because we got one already from you.
I think everybody has
I
them.
bought one too.
I think I got like 30 of them or something.
Open them up and build something, man.
If nobody wants them, I'll just part them out. But all the Legos full price by me. Nobody sent me any more to sponsor them, so. It's not looking too well. I don't think anybody wants it.
Nobody wants it.
They need to put actual Mario in the poly bags, and then people would want it. The new Looney Tunes CMFs are out. Alan says they've got a bunch at Target. Yeah, the new CMF series.
Oh, yeah?
I think everybody has a bunch of these.
Yeah, there was just...
I might just have to part them out.
What you do is you take your part out, price quantity, you put that into new poly bags.
Yeah.
Maybe I should find some on Facebook. Trade them all these Mario ones for their poly bags. They'd probably be like, bro, I got a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, right.
First of all, crap ton of dark purple.
But yeah, that's about it for me. I'm gonna keep cranking through doing the vlog, I guess.
Yeah.
Nothing new's happening lately, so.
Me neither. It's just doing the whole Lego grind thing. For us, it's just sorting and inventory and packing. So, I mean, it's everybody else is doing the same thing, I'm sure, to some extent. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised Sean didn't show up, man. He's like,
Yeah, I know. I haven't talked to him in a while. I don't know. Hiding in his basement.
yeah, I'll harass him later and send him a message. Like, dude, where were you? We were waiting for you the whole time.
It's probably like I didn't get the message.
Yeah.
So, but if anyone wants to place a $100 order in my store every month, I'll give you 10% coupon every month. Just send me a message. I have someone else that does that. They actually order like 4 times a month, but
Oh, yeah.
10% off everything. Since they're
Plus the sale?
no
Oh, okay.
coupon doesn't work on sales,
I got you.
but I rarely put a sale on unless I like need money. So, but hey, it's VIP customers then.
Exactly.
I also print out the invoice and then I bag everything per sheet on the invoice so that it's super easy for you to inventory it when you receive it rather than all just thrown in a bag. I've got it down.
Have you gotten any requests from people to put everything in one bag yet?
No.
I have.
I've had requests for put it in multiple bags, and I was like, you have 100 lots. I'm not putting it in 100 bags. I was like, 20 is the max.
We had somebody that ordered like 1,200 parts, and she asked us to make sure that they were all in one big bag.
What?
The sorting was the fun part for her.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's terrible.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
There's a group on Facebook of people that do that. It's called a sort lug. Have you seen it? It's nothing but people that do sorting. Like that's
You just got to bring all your bricks over there. Say, here, guys.
I got
You're gone.
Exactly. I mean, they want to do it for fun. They do it on the live stream. They're sorting.
Yeah, that's what I need to look for. Facebook sorting groups that need stuff to sort. Be like,
Yep.
here, I'll drop it off, pick it up next week.
Live stream it and bring it back. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think we're going to plan next Wednesday to do the same thing at the same time. Unless somebody has a better idea, but
Kind of got to get back into the whole video thing. I really wanted to set up like multiple cameras in the house so they're kind of like stationary, so I don't have to keep messing around with the phones and computer and shit.
yeah.
I just don't know if is there like a system that you can do that would be like just all tied in together, almost like real world type shit where you just put stuff up and you push a button and it all works.
It would definitely have to be a wired system.
Yeah, probably.
I wonder if you could actually pull that up like a Zoom call, and each one is on a different camera, because like on Zoom when people talk, it will like pull up just that person. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It'd be like MTV reality. From
Yeah.
your house.
Lego reality, exactly. Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool because whenever we're working and stuff, it's like even during the day, sometimes like Kim will come on or Sean will come on or you'll come on. We're sitting here, we're all sitting here working anyway, but we're just sitting there chatting and talking back and forth. It's kind of fun. Thought it'd be kind of cool to do it so that other people could like jump in and chat while we're all working.
Yeah.
But I don't know what would be a simple system to set up that everybody could use easily. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Me too. That's why I haven't done it.
Definitely, if you could get it to work through StreamYard, because you can have 10 different people on there, or 10 different cameras for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Do have an update for you guys on Chris from Great Brick Lab. He called me today. He is moving into his new spot. Should be ready in August. They're currently trying to he's trying to grow to be the biggest store on Bricklink. So he's not doing YouTube anymore because he was losing hundreds of dollars in productivity by them not doing much while they were streaming. So that is why they're not on YouTube doing videos.
No inventory and no orders going out. But hey,
He is making them work with the sweatshop over there.
that's good.
So, but he's still in the basement for another couple months. So I might try to get him on eventually, but that's what they're doing. So he wants to be like the Bricklink king or something. Plus his regular job he's working is picking up. So, yep. So that's that. Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up. I got to go pick up my kids from school. So,
Cool.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful day. Also, the Bricklink Discord. There's a Discord for Bricklink. I added it in the description of this video if you want to join it. I also have my own Discord if you'd like to join. That is also in the description. So make sure to like and subscribe because I'm finally getting subscribers after losing a bunch. I think all my fake ones disappeared. Those real ones, real people out there, coming soon. So, all right, guys. Thanks. Have a great day. I will see you next Wednesday.
Yep. See you guys next week.